Tiger Nation, and welcome into the Week 4 edition of Inside the Huddle. Alongside the head coach Greg Ruffin, I'm Joshua Jackson. Today we wrap up a look at the 2018 offense by taking a look at the offensive line. And coach, football at its core is about winning the battle up front, being able to win the battle along the line of scrimmage with the offensive line and defensive line. We take a look at the O-line today. Certainly over the offseason, you really gotten a lot better, being able to get bigger, get longer, and really getting a lot meaner along that offensive line.
Well, I think one of the things that we wanted to concentrate on the spring is how tough are we? I think the onus has been on, how tough of a football can we become? What are they saying about us? When teams play over waters, when it's all said and done at the end of the game, are they saying, hey, they brought a lot of toughness to the field of play? And I think as we went out and recruited as a staff, that was one of the things we wanted to assert ourselves in, is being able to get some kids with some length, getting a little bit more girth in and things of that nature. And we were able to bring in, I think with the talented freshmen that we got coming in, some going to be asked to play right now. That's not to say, coming out of the spring, we're going to move Malik Mosley from defensive line to offensive line, which is a position he played in high school. Was very, very astute at it. Jarius Joyce, the kids, the Justin Slaughters of this world. Kid that played ran on the track team, Fedner. We'll get a chance to see him for the first time. All of those kids have great size, and as we bring these other newbies into the mix, I think we're going to be able to establish a core of football players. We can get this program up and running.
And really, along that offensive line, you got some interchangeable parts there. You got guys that may have played tackle, maybe they slide in and play guard, maybe some may play center, and maybe guys that maybe play center and guard, maybe they slide out the tackle. So you got some interchangeable parts there.
Well, I think that the one thing that we looked at as we recruited kids, versatility was a must. At this level, when you're traveling with about 8-9 offensive linemen, you can't afford for a kid to go down and it's he's just a one-dimensional guy. We needed to be able to get kids and put them in positions that even if they didn't do it in high school, they've shown on film that they have the ability to, from a tackle to bump down inside to a guard. A guard to bump down inside and play center. So surely, with some kids having those attributes, I think it's going to help us along the way as we establish depth going forward.
Back here with offensive line coach Glen, Chapman, and coach, you've got a lot of talent, a lot of depth. We really talked last week during the little pickup basketball game we normally have at the beginning of the week. It's just really about how much more depth, how much talent, how much longer that your offensive line has gotten from the spring to now getting ready to go into fall camp.
Yeah, that was the main focus coming in. We noticed that when we took the program over, we went in and looked at film and evaluated guys from last season. We were kind of undersized when we're playing other teams in the conference that we're in. And most times we were very undersized in the guards and the center position, and wasn't too long like you need to be on the outside on the edges. You're going against elite pass rushers that this particular league has. It has some guys that can rush the quarterback pretty good, and the only way to counteract that is to have guys that are long and athletic and physical on the outside as well as on the inside. So that was the main focus of the recruiting for this upcoming season.
First guy we'll take a look at is a guy you were really excited about. He's really a guy that's long, mean, very physical up front. Guy from Madison County, Florida, Madison County High, Tony Wooten, 6'5", 320.
Yeah, Tony Wooten is a baller. He's what you call a lineman's line. He's a football player. You turn the film on, the film speaks for itself. He's just mauling people all over the football field. I don't care what player it is that you look at. When you look at the highlights, we just see this kid just imposing his will. Being physical, putting physicality on the football field. That's second to none. That's going to be great addition to what we're trying to do with this team.
Yes, guys, another guy from the state championship program down there in Miami Northwest, defending 7A state champions, and Tyquan Cooper, 6'1", 310 out of Miami Northwest.
Yeah, he's another guy we brought to the team. High caliber guy, very intelligent on the inside. Most likely playing at the guard spot. Coming from a state championship team, we got him and two other guys who's coming from state championship teams on this particular unit. And those type of guys, in the mix, they know what to expect. They know what championship ball is. They know that each week we go, we have to be better than the last week. So, Tyquan Cooper's a guy we're going to lean on really heavily.
Speaking of another state championship game, team from right here in Jacksonville at Raines High School, another big guy, 6'6", 300 pounds, Desmond Denbo from Raines High School here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, Desmond Denbo was a blessing for us. Coming from state championship Raines High School right here in Jacksonville, Florida, over there with Coach Durant Wiley. Devin was a great pickup for us. He's going to be a kid that's going to be expected to play early. Another kid we're going to lean on. We turn the film on. He's another kid. The film speaks for itself. Athletic kid, can control the pass rush on the outside, which is what we need to improve that drastically this upcoming season for the things that we want to do. And he's going to be expected to carry a lot. We're going to look for him to do a lot of things to play both left and right side.
There's another guy from another state championship program down there in Muck in Pahokee, Florida. Pahokee, the former Pahokee Blue Devil, and Nylander Granville, guys, a guard and a center, 6'1", 2'8" from Pahokee.
Yeah, Nylander's going to be a guy that's going to most likely move inside the center for us. We do need to upgrade there. We're losing our center from last season. That was a senior. So we're going to be battling that position out with a few other kids, some incoming kids and some guys from last year's team. We're going to put it out there and let those guys battle for it and make the best man win. I think Nylander is the guy that's going to compete and going to push others to step up their game for that particular position.
Another one of those guys that can really be interchangeable for you, can play guard and tackle for you, Simeon Joseph, 6'8", 340 from the St. Pete to Lakewood High School.
Yeah, man, the size speaks for itself. Everybody that do the homework on Lakewood High will know that they have put out the most NFL players in the past, I believe it's the past 8 years, I believe, down there with Coach Corey Moore. They're responsible for the Jaguars, Dante Fowler, who's the guy from Lakewood High School. So the proof is in the pudding down there in that St. Pete area high school Lakewood football team. And Simeon Joseph, man, he's just a Mack truck. You talking about 6'8", when you look at the film, man, he's another kid. He started football kind of late in his high school career. When you turn the film on, you see the potential that he can bring to a football program. 6'8", 340-something pounds, man, that's trying to stop the Mack truck coming down here for what we want to do. So he's a great addition.
We head over to the great state of Alabama. We take a look at Assad Muhammad, 6'3", 330 at the center out of Bessemer Academy in Bessemer, Alabama.
Yeah, Assad's going to be leaned on to do some great things for this season coming up. Very intelligent player. And you need that intelligence on the inside of the center. So we're going to be looking for Assad to bring the same game that he had in high school. We're going to be looking for him to translate that game to the college level. He's going to be a guy that's going to be asked to put us in the correct protections and things of that nature. Like I said, with him and Atlanta and some of the other guys we got coming back to battle for that center position, man, I'm excited right now. As you can see, I'm ready to go on the football field just to see that, because that a kid like that, that's intelligent like that, he brings that excitement for a coach, because it's just like having another coach on the football field.
Next up, we head to the Ball Meadow State in South Carolina, 96 High School up there in South Carolina. Benny Williams Jr., 6'2", 310 out of 96 High School.
You know 96 they play football.
Yes, they do.
So picking up that kid was a blessing also. Benny Williams is a ball player. The film, like I said, the film doesn't speak, that's a lot. The film speaks for itself. Like they say, eye in the sky, that's a lot. Benny Williams is a ball player. He's going to be actually doing a lot too. He's going to compete for one of the guard positions. And like I said, the best man win.
And last guy we'll take a look at is another guy from right here in Jacksonville, another Reigns Viking, and Jerron Shanks, 6', 310 out of Reigns High School here in Jacksonville. Yeah,
Jerron Shanks, he pops off the film when you turn it on. You see a guy that's running all over the football field at 310, 320-something pounds, he's running all over the football field, and then you can understand why Reigns won the state championship. Reigns has been known for having all the plethora of athletes that they have coming out of there. But when you go turn on tape, you start looking at this offensive line, man, you're amazed, you're in awe at what they had up front, and you start understanding that's why he won that state championship. And everybody knows championship starts up front with the offensive line and the defensive line on the defensive side of the ball. So Jerron Shanks is a big pickup for him.
As we take a look at the offensive line as a whole, with these guys we'll be bringing along with the guys we'll be bringing back from the spring into the 2018 season. A lot of competition there along those offensive line for those starting 5 spots, but there's a lot of opportunity there for this team to really get better and really starting up front.
Yeah, the guy we got coming back, we're moving one guy back over that we had in the spring. He was on the defense side of the ball. But he was recruited as an offensive lineman. We gave him this opportunity to go over in the spring and play defensive line, but we feel like we need him more on the offensive side of the ball. And he's not going to bring depth. He's coming over. We're asking him, hey man, this is your job. We need to start. We need you to win this job. We need you to be the player that you were in high school. And that's Malik Mosley. And he's going to be a guy that's going to help us get athletic at the outside real quick with a physicality that we need on the outside on the edges. Joyce is another player, a returning player, Jarius Joyce, who played tackle for us last season. We're going to ask him to move around the tackle spots. He's going to be one of our utility players, one of our tool players that we keep in the toolbox that can play both guard and tackle and move around from the left to the right. Because anyone that knows anything about offensive line, left side is different from right side, tackle is different from guard, and having that understanding of those different positions is going to help us out with making this kid be that tool in the toolbox that we need to go to if somebody goes down or we got a particular player that's giving us problems up front. We need to move some pieces around. He's going to help us do that. Right along with another kid, Slaughter, who we're going to lean heavily on for leadership for this group. Because as you see, we're bringing in, we got like 17 linemen coming in, only 6 returning guys. So 11 of these guys are new up front. And Justin Slaughter is going to be the leader of this group, the senior leader. We're going to depend on him heavily for his leadership skills that he displayed all throughout the campus on and on the football field.
Yeah, so it should be a really fun battle, Coach. Thanks for the time. Well, Coach, that's your offensive line for the 2018 season. Again, some guys who really can be interchangeable, maybe play some guard, swinging out and tackle. There's a lot of versatility, a lot of depth along that offensive line.
Yeah, we're going to continue to add depth. As we continue. And we're sitting here in around the 1st of July. And of course, we're going to recruit all the way up to camp. We think a young man can come in and help the program. We're going to do everything we can to get him. Our thing is to grow the numbers. We're going to grow the visibility of this program, and we're going to sell. What we're doing over here on Kings Road, I think that it's a good mix. With the young guys that's coming in and with the older guys, that we have an opportunity to get better. And competition is going to breed competitiveness and allow guys to continue to get better. And that's all we can ask for. The thing I tell these kids, we want to get better day by day, week by week, month by month, and of course year by year as a program.
And as we look at going over to the defense, this is our last look at the offense for the 2018 season with the guys that you're bringing in. You've been a part of some prolific offenses over your career. All the stops that you've been, you just came from a prolific offense down in Daytona Beach at Bethune-Cookman. This really has the makings of being one of the most prolific offenses in NAIA football.
Well, it does. I think the thing is, we've created a situation where we're going to have depth, we're going to have athleticism. We will be youthful, yes. But even if you see it on the FBS level, we're not scared of youth. I mean, that won't be the deterrent from us trying to be better and trying to be a competitive team and go out and win football games. So, we got some kids that's played a lot of snaps. A couple of guys, of course, as we talked about, you and Coach Chapman talked about Dembo, Shanks. They're coming from a state championship football program over at Raines. Coach Wiley's done a great job over there. Those young men are ready. I mean, and that's the thing. Can you go out and get kids that are ready to play? Yes, you can. But I mean, is there an art to doing it? No. But you got to canvas the country. You got to canvas the state, and you got to find your type of guys and get the kids that you're looking for that can play sooner rather than later.
Next week we'll take a look and take a walk on the dark side as we go over to the defense, take a look at the 2018 Edward Waters College defense, starting with the linebackers next week. For all of us here at Inside the Huddle, we hope you have a great week. We look forward to talking with you again next week right here for another episode of Inside the Huddle.